Got kicked out and now my family wants me to come back 21M here. I got kicked out of my mother's house on 826 and left on rather bad terms. I have not exchanged a single word with my mother since then. For context, I have a full-time job since graduating a few months ago. My mother is a single parent, and I am an only child. So since I was 11, it's pretty much just been us two in the house, with grandparents visiting every now and then. Though not a psychologist, I'd say she is a textbook case of narcissistic personality disorder with some bipolar disorder thrown in the mix, though good luck to anyone who tries to convince her to get clinically evaluated. Honestly, I can't even blame my father for leaving her. I remember as a little kid always feeling sorry for him as she threw things at him and around the house while screaming so hard she shook. I just wish I chose to leave with him. I didn't, because he always worked overseas and I was unfamiliar with him at the time of their divorce. Once he left, all of that became targeted at me. I'd frequently get kicked out of the house for a night at a time and come back in the next day to her acting as if nothing ever happened and things seemingly returning to normal. If I didn't leave, she'd try breaking down the door of whichever room I was in. There are barely any doors left in the house that don't have holes from her shoulder slamming into them. She got physical with me, shoving, hitting, brandishing knives until I started fighting back once when I became physically strong enough. She'd do this all while screaming that I was a mistake, I was the reason for her cancer due to the stress I caused her, etc. After leaving for college and coming back, it all started over again. I put up with her abuse until one day I kind of just decided I'd had enough and packed up all my things and left. I have since cut contact with her, and my extended family have been telling me to move back in with her as she doesn't have anyone else. Fuck if that's my problem. I told them they weren't there to see how she treated me. I told them that I would consider going back if she ever apologized, and I can rest easy knowing that something she'll never do. For the first time other than leaving for college, I feel like so much weight has been freed up. I'm renting an apartment with a few close friends, and going out with them after work is quickly starting to become some of my favorite memories. My only regret is the effect this is having on my grandparents. They seem heartbroken that I've left and the fact that their daughter is living alone. Free Place 3930 says, she can live in with your grandparents. They can take your place as they seem to be so okay with that life. Please let them know how happy you are for them bringing her back into their fold. Sheem the Devil says, the moment you're able to rationalize and accept that your grandparents knew about your mom's mental illness, and knew how she treated people, and how she abused you, you will be able to make peace with and no longer have regrets. They knew the whole time. Zesticlos_ice957 says, this relationship from now on needs to be on your terms, and you're absolutely okay to keep that boundary, no matter who says what. Honestly, an apology isn't going to heal narcissism and BPD. I wouldn't suggest you return, regardless. It's not a safe or healthy environment for you, especially since you're probably barely into your own healing journey. I think the fact you're considering going back with if there's an apology is evidence you're absolutely not ready to re-engage in a relationship. This really sucks, man. I can only imagine how much it sucks. I wish you all the best with love, peace and healing. Thanks for watching. I love you. Follow Reddit Echoes for more.